Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Shastarker HD, and we're here with some, well, as you can see, you are playing the Stanley Parable. I've seen a few things about this game. I mean, like, I think I saw someone play it, and there's a bunch of different outcomes if you don't listen to the narrator and everything, and I was like, hey, let's play it. So, it looks pretty entertaining, so yeah, here we go. I had a problem recording this a second ago, because...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hold that thought.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
A little lag there.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
That sounds like an amazing
Orders
job.
came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them,
Seems simple enough.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Sounds like a pretty
And Stanley
easy, simple job.
was happy.
Oh, at least he was happy. I think I'd be pretty happy with
And then one
all I
day,
had to do.
something very peculiar
that
happened.
button.
Something that would forever change Stanley.
Ho ho.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his
Kinda
years
creepy.
at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go to the meeting room. Alright, so before I continue, I tried recording this a few minutes ago, but my mouse kept making me look straight down at the ground, and I figured out why. For some reason, my Xbox controller was plugged in, so it was messing with it really bad. So, if you ever had that problem, unplug any controllers that you have plugged into your computer.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. I'm gonna follow what he says this time. I've got a creepy door shut on me.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Thanks for getting fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Talk less.
Stanley decided to go
Oh.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Well.
there.
Let it ball up inside you, take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers, resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and there's some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm. Okay then. Oh, what's this say? What do people want? Things, money, more things. Did that say happy feelings? Mike James, you're fired. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. What is hot profits? Alrighty, so let's continue.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, sir, narrator, sir. A pretty fancy room.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Fancy bottle.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held
Yeah,
from
this is
him?
kind of creepy.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Oh.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
Whoa.
input the correct code by
Whoa.
sheer luck.
Whoa.
Amazing. He stepped into the
Oh,
newly
God.
opened passageway.
It is getting disturbing. I feel kind of creeped out. Oh god. This is gonna turn into some like horror thing because I hate horror things. Okay, it's loading. Getting kind of creepy. Come on, loading screen.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Yeah, I feel a bit
It
creepy.
was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay then. What is with this terrifying area?
Stanley walked straight ahead
Mind
through the
control
large door that
facility.
read Mind Control Facility.
Escape or mind control facility? Let's go to the mind control facility.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
Holy
television
cow.
screens.
I feel like I'm in
What
X-Men.
horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What's that room called in X-Men, like Colossus? I think it starts with a C. I don't know. Maybe it don't. I'm really far off. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped
Holy
to life,
cow.
their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building,
Whoa.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay then. This got real serious real fast.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I guess so.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't know, I guess we'll find out.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
No, never.
it. His own
Never.
life in someone else's control. Never.
Yeah, I didn't see so never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
No.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Creepy.
And as the cold reality of his
Lord.
past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for
Yes. Let's find all the buttons. All of them. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3 is over here, I think. Number 3. 5's right here, so where's 4? Oh, that's 4 up there. Holy spinny freaking controls. Da, da, da. Come for you, number 4. Okay, I think number 5 is the last one. Or maybe there isn't. Maybe it is. Guess we'll find out. Here we go. No sprint button. Dun, da da dun, da 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 da. That do anything? Is there a 6 button? Oh, I see more buttons over here. That's 1 and 2. Okay. I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna go through this open door. That was a big waste of time. Haha. Mind controls idle, awaiting input. I shall end this. I wish I had a screen this big. It was awesome.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Let's do it. Whoa. What happened? Gotta start. What's going on? I can't see.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
There's lights like right here in front of me, but...
Was it over?
Oh god. What is that?
Yes. He had won.
Oh, I did.
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Okay, then.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized
beautiful.
this mattered to him.
Beautiful.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Oh wow.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
So beautiful.
And that was all he needed to know.
Yay.
It was
Come on.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
How is this wall finally closes?
Stanley felt the
Oh.
cold breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation.
I wanted to see what the building looks like, but
Possibility of the new path before
I guess I can't turn around and see it.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
What a wonderful ending.
And Stanley was happy.
Yay! What a lovely story. That was a nice, touching story. Hit me right in the heart. Let's see where the loading goes to next. I'm gonna guess the main menu. Yeah. So yeah, I guess it just restarts again. So yeah, I guess this is the end of episode 1 of Stanley Parable, and yeah, we're gonna choose different decisions next time and see how it goes. So, yep, I'll see you next episode.